So I went on this whole rant about the audio quality. Am I going to return it? No, because there's so much other good things about these AirPods that just fit into my lifestyle once I'm using Apple products. Let's get into some of them. I know AirPods are a lot of things to a lot of people. Some people only listen to podcasts, some people only watch YouTube. A lot of people use these on their MacBook or their Apple TV to watch movies. And I think for that type of content, these do actually sound good for that nature, especially when it comes to movies. Because the mids are scooped and because the highs are more sibilant, that naturally creates a much wider soundstage to where it sounds like audio is coming not just from tiny speakers in your ears, but from all around you. And these AirPods Pro 3 does a really good job at that. That was one of the first things I noticed, that the soundstage is a lot wider. So while it might not lend well to music because the soundstage is pushed so far out, it starts to sound artificial. For movies, it sounds really good. I was watching a few movies on my MacBook and I was blown away by how wide open the soundstage is. There was times when I forgot that I was listening to tiny earbuds, and I've been working out with these. The heart rate sensor on these are very good. I compared it to my Garmin Fenix 8, which is among the best wrist-based heart rate sensors out there, and it was maybe a handful of beats per second off from it, but more than enough to be reliable. And when you're using both the Apple Watch and the AirPods Pro 3, they work in conjunction, and so it ensures that you get the best heart rate. And there's something cool that AirPods do that no other headphone does. No other reviewer talks about this, and a lot of people don't even notice it. So when you put it in your ears, obviously it automatically connects. And then if you're using a MacBook, it can automatically switch over. Yeah, everybody knows that. I know Samsung does that, but it does not work as seamless and as well as the Apple ecosystem. But check this out. So I'm playing this video. Obviously it's playing through my AirPods Pro, but then when I take it off and then I press play,
Like the best.
it plays through my phone. It automatically knows that I took off my AirPods and it routed the audio back to the iPhone. Nobody does that, and that is incredibly convenient, and that works across all Apple devices, whether it's the MacBook, the iPad, etc. That's why I'm so upset about this, and I think this is why a lot of people are too, because these AirPods have just become a part of our lives if you're living in the Apple ecosystem. Apple has some of the best audio engineers in the world, and I bet anything, a lot of them were crying out, please let us fix the sound before we release these, but somebody at Apple made the decision to push these out. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to affect Apple's sales on the AirPods Pro 3 at all. But I still hope that they care enough to maybe see if they could tune these a little bit differently, or maybe offer some type of EQ so we could get something a little bit more accurate and natural sounding.